You're up and on.
Oh, if you guys need anything. Okay.
Thanks, Andy.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember where that was. No rush.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, it's 9 o'clock. I'd like to call the November 10th meeting to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Commissioner Lowe said he will be a little bit late, so just go ahead and get started. Looks like someone coming up the steps. Bills for the week is $4,556,631. Sheriff had $258,962, and a large part of that was for the jail cell renovations. ACGP was $2,613,588. Most of that was from the Morale Grant project. Engineer had $360,572 with road repair. And Subco, the big one, with $1,064,404.
I'll make a motion to pay bills.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
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 With analysis, $112,274.15. 42,800 was for the Lower Twins Road side repair, and then 60,000 is our payment into the Humane Society. Made up the bulk of it.
Make a motion to approve the then and now analysis.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The transfer of funds for the Ross County Building Department, from the general fund, from supplies and City of Chillicothe into contract services of $6,000, pay invoices for the contract services.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Transfer of funds from supply maintenance to contract services of $677. That's for document shredding.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Transfer of fund from supply maintenance to capital improvements for service center renovations, $406,263.14.
So moved.
I'll second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
From the clerk of courts, from the group insurance to supplies, this is a transfer appropriation for needed supplies of $1,500.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
From the clerk of courts, transfer of funds from supplies and salaries of $8,043.42. Figure out balance of salaries.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Transfer of funds between the auditor's office for taxes and assessments and the audit expense of $400. Cover the AOS 2024 audit review expense.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Transfer of funds from the auditor's office from salaries, employees, and the group insurance of $13,000. It's a transfer from existing funds between the accounts.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Transferred funds in the auditor's office between other expenses and to remit for state tax, department tax of $200.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Appropriation of funds, Ross County Clerk of Courts, from the general fund for group insurance, Medicare, and PERS, $41,700, to pay the remaining of 2025 fringe benefits.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Appropriation of funds for the Ross County Building Department from the general funds in the contract services of $8,000 to pay November and December planned examiner invoices.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Appropriation of funds to the auditor's department from the insureds and workers' compensation for group insurance and workers' comp premium of $1,227,000. That's to cover the SEDCO payments through the end of 2025 and the increase in workers' comp premium to be paid in November.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Got a note here from Ken Hardesty from the Kent Planning Department. Need attached is a request for additional appropriations from the ACGP grant funds to support the Wilson Medical Office Building project. The project is progressing more quickly than originally anticipated, which is good news. This is an appropriation from the ACGP of $1 million for the Wilson project.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And I have auditor's voucher for the election workers' compensation for this past election for the poll workers of $30,427.64.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have a liquor license for Dolgen Midwest LLC. It's a Dollar General Store at 6158 Blaine Highway. This is a new one.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This is a resolution for the West County Airport project for the improvements through the reconstruction of the apron and taxiways. It's going to be taking place in 2026. And the application of $5,087 to the Ohio Department of Transportation to apply for this grant.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Won't steal your pen.
We have a request for training for Mark Thompson of the EMA to attend disaster management for water and wastewater utilities on December 13th at the Adams County EMA, no cost.
So,
Second, all in favor, say aye. Now we have a contract with Next Gen Communications for the 911 program. That's an upgrade. And I'm wondering, does the city of Chillicothe contribute to this at all financially?
It says Chillicothe what?
Contribute to the 911?
No,
cost?
sir, but they don't receive any of the funding from, the county gets all that funding, but they don't contribute anything, but we don't give them a rollover status either in that. I mean, it rolls over and that's how we can keep our peace at point, but they don't receive any of the funding, so we keep that money, one for equipment cost. You know, we do the equipment replacement with that money coming in to the 911 funding, and then a lot of times we take the money out of there at the end of the year and pay into salaries, and I'll talk to you about that later if you have enough time.
And then, so this is $17,677, and that's paid by a grant?
It's paid by the 911 funding. It's not really a grant, it's the 911 funding,
Okay.
yes. It's there every year.
Then there's, where they have an annual fee of $3,500.
Yeah.
And that's also paid out of that account?
Yeah, we pay out that out of the 911 funding.
So here I have the work order and the resolution that all's combined into the same thing. So we'll just take it as one motion.
so
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Then we have a request from the Planning and Development Department for Delano Road traffic study. And they're asking that we sign this, or is there a place to sign this to get Reconstruction Point on board? Is that the,
No, I think we just need to make a motion that we,
okay, and there's two parts to this, to make a motion and then to either do a whole new thing for the add-on or amend the contract to Measurement Construction Point. You said you wanted to amend the contract.
yeah, so I'll make a motion that we accept this proposal for the Delano Road safety or road study, and that we amend the contract that's existing with American Construction Point,
Okay.
rather than issuing a new RFQ.
And I will second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I do.
This is agreement with the Ohio Facilities Construction Commission for a grant for the visitor center.
Okay. And how much is this grant for?
I believe it's 700 and, let's say right there. I had to change the location of the project because they still had it in the park.
In the park?
Yeah. Should be on the front there, I think, if you were still looking for that amount. There somewhere.
All I see is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, there's a lot of blah, blah, blah on that. It's not what I wrote.
That's probably right here. No, it doesn't tell us.
And then we look.
Yes, you can find it.
And then here's the stuff on the banners. I think I copied you on those emails about the city of Chillicothe not allowing them downtown or.
That's through the, design review board.
I mean, it sounds like their downtown Chillicothe is gonna do something during, the 250th, but they haven't decided what they're gonna do. But if you saw the email, she said that, you know, we only have one post out in front of the courthouse. The other one's across the street. The one across the street, I believe, has been taken. So those banners can only be put up down on Bridge Street. Now, if we want to wait and see what downtown Chillicothe does and sponsor one for in front of the courthouse, we could do that too, but.
And well, get on the same page.
And Tiffany kind of relayed that message that they're willing to work with us.
I think so, that's what I kind of got in the email, and
Yeah.
I think if I tell her now that we want to put something in front of the courthouse, but she said we don't have to go through that company, we can go
Right.
down to somewhere else and just have one made. That's what they do, so.
Let's get, whatever we do, let's just deal with them, and that way
Okay.
we're not being redundant.
We still want two of them. That's the question.
$730,000.
Okay. So I like getting a grant for this, for most of this $730,000. So do I have a motion to accept the application for a grant?
So,
I'll second. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
And I'll get with her. And you talk to her about
I
that.
said we do one and then see if there's another place that we'll buy.
We could put one maybe around on Main Street, so we'd have the two corners, one right in front of the courthouse and then one on the other side, if they're allowed to put them there. I don't see any banner marks there, maybe they're not allowed because it's Route 50, I don't know, but I'll get with her and talk to her
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, but and if not, then maybe just put one up in front of the courthouse and one where they have a spot open.
The only other two things I have this morning are funding for the service center project. We did our research on the contractor, and we will be awarding that to the lowest bidder. Soon, as soon as I have the paperwork, we'll need to have money in that account to cover the cost. And then, of course, we got the courthouse project, if you're looking at too.
Okay.
Thanks. Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
All right. That's it, Brad?
That's it for now.
Okay. Sure.
I'm not on the agenda, but I wanted to slide up real quick, if that's okay. Brad already talked about the I Am Responding, right? That was the program we have at the sheriff's office that goes through all the townships to notify them by their phone where they have a call to. A lot of times they don't get the Plectron tones, but they do get the things on their phone. So the commissioners, the previous commissioners had agreed to that, and they paid it through this office. And Brad said he had talked to you guys about it. So.
No, I hadn't talked to him
Oh,
yet. It happened Friday afternoon at about, what, 3 o'clock?
Yeah, everybody
I got this email from the fire chief out at the VA where nothing had been done with that for this year. We never got an invoice. They sent it to Commissioner Corcoran. So we never saw it, but apparently they got an email from I Am Responding saying if we don't get this paperwork, we're going to cut off your service. So Kathy and I started to look it up and find out, did it get paid, was it paid? We found that we never had an invoice. And the company that we paid the last time is not I Am Responding. It's a different company, right,
It's
Kathy?
emergency something.
Emergent, yeah, it says it actually on that contract somewhere. And we were able to find that, so we went ahead and sent the paperwork in. Sheriff's got to provide all the township, fire department, fire chief's names and contact information, all that. Once I have that, I can finish what we did on Friday, just to make sure that the stuff continues to run and we get it. We're gonna, do you want us to pay it for the 3 years or just a year at a time?
$13,890 a year. So that'd be about $40,000.
Yeah.
For all 3 years.
I'm sure it's probably a program we plan to continue. In such case, I don't think there's a difference between doing it
There
1
isn't.
year or 3 years. Other
Right.
than we won't have to worry about them sending it to the wrong person for 3 more
Well, when I
years.
talked exactly, I think we got that narrowed down now though, but when I talked to the sheriff, he wasn't sure about if everybody was going to continue to use it or not, but it sounds like they are.
They're sold on it. I mean, everybody called me over the weekend, are we quitting this? And I said, no, it was just, the bill was sent to the wrong person. That was the previous administration and nobody's responded, but I will get with them on Monday, but that's why I'm here. They're all panicked that this isn't gonna go forward, so.
I'll make a motion to approve for the 3 years.
Yeah, I am too, because these things flip companies all the time, and we might get an increase in the price if we don't pay for 3 years, so.
And I will get you that information.
You give me that, I'll send that
As
in.
soon
and
as
we'll make
Amy
it
gets
happen.
it to me.
So, do I sign this anywhere, or is it signature
No.
subscriber?
No, I took care of what we needed on our end, just need to pay it now.
Let's do 3 years.
And the only other thing I got, I'll get out of here. This is, I'm gonna,
So motion, I second, all in
Yeah.
favor, aye.
Yeah.
Okay.
and this is a request for appropriation of funds for salaries in 2024. In 2025, we got the same funding as we did in 2024 because we knew we was going into negotiations about the raises. So to finish out the year, this is what we're projecting, which we'll need another $246,500 in salary due to the raises that was given. But again, I resort back to the 911 funding. Some of that money is going to be in there that we always take out for wages anyhow. So we'll probably offset that to where we're going to need, after that fund, about $60,000 to $80,000 to make our budget for the end of the year, unless we have a major payout or something.
So are these different, or?
No, those are all same. I just had a copy for each of you because I really got to take this to the auditor's office. I just wanted you guys aware of it before I submit it to them. So there's 4 copies for Kathy and everything.
But I'll get it.
$249,500.
Good pictures.
So what is the increase in salaries?
It was 9% first, a 9% adjustment, and then 3.
So it was 12,
Yeah,
3 and 3.
yeah.
Okay. When I looked at your budget, I was confused because it didn't read that way to me, but we can
Yeah.
talk that.
That first 9% was adjustment, and then it was 333, so that's where we were at
I'm
with
glad
it.
you did it with an adjustment.
Yes, and that made
That's a
sense.
smart thing to do.
It makes sense. So I'm going to take us to the auditor's office, just so you're aware. It'll probably come back up here for final approval. But like I said, some of this money, and that also includes the Medicare, where we should be okay on the insurance and the PERS, but Medicare was going to be a little low. This is projected out, hopefully, nothing major happens where we have a lot of overtime or something. We projected with overtime but for the holiday season, but hopefully this will get us through. But again, like I said, there's some money that they can take out of the 911 funding and put in salaries, because we can include the dispatchers, that money for the dispatchers to help offset, so we can recover some of that.
How's your Manning? Is that,
Manning's, I mean, we still got 2 off for the shooting. We got a guy off till the first year on injury leave. You know, it's just some of these people's getting hurt and things, and that, you know, that's always been a problem. You know, whenever they have to tussle and fight with somebody, so there's a risk of them getting hurt. So right now, we're looking again to hire 2 for the post downstairs. You know, what we talked about last week, and we're in the process of that. But things are going good. I mean, things are going good. Looks like the 2 that's involved is going to be coming back to work this week and get back into the game. But, you know, we can watch them and make sure they get, they'll have their second evaluation this week. And the guy said they were good to go after the first week, but he wants to check it again. So,
all right, so we'll wait till this auditor brings
Yes,
it to see
yes.
the auditor?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, George.
See you guys.
Thank you, Mike.
Have a good day. Be safe.
I'll make a motion to adjourn our formal session this morning.
I'll second that. All in favor, say aye. Aye.